two greatest inventions.
Welcome everyone. This is going to be my first tutorial about Angela, and it's about how to turn it from a support to the angel of death. Thanks for watching. So for Angela, you're going to have one passive and 3 abilities. Passive. I don't really know the math, but pretty much spam abilities go faster. Skill 1. If you notice here, you can store up to 5 charges of love waves, and then you can throw them at the enemies and deal damage. Here, a pink arrow appears above their head. That is the stacks from your first ability. You can stack up to 5, and each time they are hit with your first ability, you gradually slow them down and gain movement speed, as well as increasing your damage. Oh yeah, and I forgot, you can also heal your allies with this. Heal kind of, but who cares about healing? We want to kill people. Let me demonstrate her first ability in a manner that's much more suited to show you the inner serial killer in me. The inner serial killer in Angela. People be sleeping on that heal. My heal does so much damage. You better watch out. Skill 2. Now moving on to your second ability, Puppet on a String. As you can see here, you can actually aim your second ability to what you want to go to. And you see here, I've aimed it onto Layla, and you create this tether, and once you're able to hold the tether connection until a certain amount of time, you end up snaring them. But keep in mind to be aware of the distance that you can go away from your tether, because at a certain distance you break the connection, and as you see here, it ends up not snaring them. Okay, never mind. Maybe you can't see here. I think I accidentally killed her. Welp. Now let me just resurrect them so I can show you again. You throw the tether on them, and then you can walk around them, or walk around in circles, and you can still snare them as long as you don't break the connection. Okay, relax on that one, Sky. I think I'm having a little bit too much fun killing these Laylas. Skill 3. Now moving on to your ultimate, Heart card. Have you ever felt too lazy to walk but your allies need help? Have you ever felt scared to go in a team fight? How to go in with no consequences? Ta-da! I present you the Angela Ultimate. People call it saving people, but I call it using your allies as a human shield to kill people. Moving forward next, let's talk about emblems. I use the Mage Assassin emblem. Although unconventional, I like to do damage. Shh, the enemies will never suspect it. If you thought my emblem choice was crazy, let me show you my build. I like to go full mage damage build. Mana boots so I don't run out of mana, and I can constantly spam my first ability. For the fleeting time and the necklace of endurance, it's situational which item you build first, depending on the enemy composition. If they have a lot of regen heroes, like for example Uranus, Esmeralda, I would build Necklace of Endurance immediately after Mana Boots. If not, then I would usually rush Fleeting Time first, so that I can have a shorter cooldown on my ult. As for the rest of them items, I guess the Ice Wand slows people, I guess. The Fire Wand burns people, I guess. I like the damage. It's worked out for me so far, so don't judge me. By the way, viewer discretion is advised. I'm not responsible for any MMR or points lost for following this build. Follow at your own caution, but I think it's OP.
my God! The real Santa! Get him, Jesus!
I help those who help themselves.
So I have a new strategy, and you're just gonna have to trust me on this. Die for me. Die for me. Okay? Any questions? No questions. Good.
I've had it with this game. I'm going for a scuttle.
So now, let's get into the ranked gameplay. Here I picked Angela, because we have an Alice, which means we have magic damage, and we have 𝓸𝓸𝓷𝓪𝓽, and both heroes are very tanky. Alice, 𝓸𝓸𝓷𝓪𝓽, 𝘠𝑢𝑗𝑢𝑗, 𝑒smeralda, those are really great examples of heroes that Angela pairs well with. Start with filling up your first ability. Here I'm trying to clear the wave, because the most important thing is for me to get to level 4 as soon as possible so I can begin using my ultimate. If you see your tank going in or your allies going in, you can throw your first ability to heal them as well as poke the enemies. Don't be afraid to keep farming and play a little aggressive. This is why I take Flicker. I'm just recalling back the base now to get some mana. Here I see Rao's a little low, so I come by and give him some help. Healing for everyone. Here I made a mistake. This was a lapse in judgment. I kind of brain-lagged a bit and was late on the ult, so unfortunately Rao's died. Had I ulted right when he was going to engage when I got level 4, then this would have turned out much differently. Here I wanted to go in so badly, but unfortunately I was low on mana. Had I had mana, all of these would have been easy kills. Yes, success! still got a kill. I meant I was trying to heal him. Heal. I'm recalling now because I noticed that my ult is almost gonna be up, so I want to have full mana when I ult to engage. Click your ult icon and drag it to the hero you wish to ult. Don't be afraid to hunt down your enemies. I use the bush as cover so that they don't notice me, in hopes they don't break the connection of my second ability. Look how much damage I'm able to do when I keep my second ability long enough to snare them. She, my friend, is as good as dead. Positioning is very important with Angela. Don't be afraid to weave in and out of your allies to hit the enemies during team fights. Because you're Angela, nobody really notices you. It's a very small chance that they'll ult you or kick you or something. Here I notice Kufra is coming to help, so I try to bait 𝑦uzong to come into the bush so that I may slow him to his death. I could have backed, but I didn't because I had my ult up, and that looked like an easy kill. Carmilla was all alone, and we had Kufra and 𝓓𝓸𝓷𝓪𝓽𝓮. I love it when I get the kill. Because imagine dying to heal. Oh yeah, I forgot to point out, you see those little green things next to the hero's face? Those little green things show if they have their ultimate or not. These are things you have to pay attention to when you play Angela. When you notice your ultimate is about to be up, play safe. Find a safe place while you use your ult to get vision of your allies and see what they are doing. Here I notice a good opportunity, and as that was gonna ult, I ult him. Okay, maybe I kinda KS'd him a little bit there, but I ulted him. I saved my ult for the last moment because I didn't know whether 𝑦uzong ulted yet or not. So I was worried that when 𝓓𝓸 went in, 𝑦uzong would ult turn to a dragon. But in this case, I guess 𝑦uzong did not have his ult. But I got a kill! We won! Remember to always keep one eye on the minimap when you are using your ultimate to sneak a peek at what your allies are doing, just in case someone comes over and murders you while you're not paying attention. It just happened to me enough times when there's a Natalia on the enemy team. Ugh, I really hate Nat. You might be wondering why I don't care to ult Alice. Well, that's because, from my experience, I don't ult Alice in the early game. I ult her towards the late game when she's collected more of her orbs. Also, it's important to note, yes, 𝓓𝓸, 𝑦uzong, Alice go well with Angela's ult, but just because someone is playing 𝑦uzong or one of those heroes that combo well, doesn't mean it's always the best decision to ult them. Here it is because these players are very, very good. They're very pro level, they have good decision making, they they're very good at going in and surviving, and how they position themselves and use their abilities. I think Flicker is such a crucial ability to take on Angela, so that you can reposition yourself when you go into T, and also to survive after you ult somebody and you're in a deep team fight. Angelas love comboing with players who aren't afraid to go in and they are not scared to fight, but they're also smart enough to survive. Oof, here I got a little bit greedy. I did not expect that 𝓑𝓸𝓷𝓪𝓽𝓮 to do so much damage. Oof, feels bad. But it's okay. We'll kill them all when we resurrect. Oh, wait, gotta stop putting a turret down, because it makes me feel like a G. Angela should always be paying attention to what everyone's doing around on the map, and also aware of who has their ult up, who doesn't, and what fights people are engaging in. Also, it's much easier to know when your ally needs your ult if you duo with them a lot or you play with them a lot, because then you understand their playstyles, when they're gonna engage and when they need your help. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. I told you, nobody notices Angela. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial. I hope that it helped you, and if it didn't, I hope that I at least made you laugh.